Kame house party.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I'm Vince.
It is the only improv comedy Dragon Ball podcast in the known universe. And we are the host of it, where we are attempting to watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball that has ever existed. We do it an episode at a time. We come together to talk about it on these here microphones. And we do something a little irreverent. We make jokes about what we saw.
Say it ain't so.
We're little stinkers doing little improvised bits about the characters and plots.
Waka waka.
Was
Sound effects.
Was that the he who's the donkey sound, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? The classic cartoon where their head transform into a donkey.
Oh, yes.
And like you're a kid, but you're like, that means jackass. That's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, Pinocchio, I believe.
Well, that was because of sin.
Right, because they sinned. But in
because
my
he
mind,
smoked cigars.
Smoked cigars and ate candy, right?
That's
what the kids
about
did
right. I think he drank.
Oh, and
I think
drank.
he boozed it up.
Oh, and then, because in my mind, I see it very clearly. Just a kid's face slowly morphing into a donkey's, then just, hee-haw, and that's it. Yeah.
It went from comical to horrifying because
This is true.
they were going to sell those kids.
It's dark. That's what we grew up on. None of that light ass Cocoa Melon bullshit. I don't even know what Cocoa Melon is.
No PJ Masks or Paw Patrol.
Yeah. We didn't have that. We had the Power Rangers.
I'm very tired, so I'm going to get on a tangent before we even start the Kame housekeeping.
Hit it, baby.
But you'd think they'd get more money selling them as just straight up kids instead of selling them as donkeys in Pinocchio. Instead of having some magical land that turns kids into donkeys and then selling the donkeys.
It's a difficult grift.
Frank, there's a lot of steps in this. Look, I'm all for being evil for profit, but
No. Hear me out.
All right.
So here's what we do. We set up this amusement park for kids.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
Right. It's a lot of R&D, a lot of development. We're going to invest heavily into that park.
Oh, you got mascots going?
We got a mascot. We got working rides.
3 different Ferris wheels.
That's right. 3 of them. You really got to rope these kids in with stuff that they like.
Ooh, there's a lot of upfront costs, but continue.
All right. So we get our out-of-pockets done. Then we get our renewables in, right? So I'm thinking cigars, alcohol.
Cheap ones, right?
All the lowest bottom rung stuff. We don't need this.
Good. I thought you were going to say like Cubans or something.
No.
You have elaborate plans.
But look, Cuban children, they may show up.
and see. We're hoping for just one wood boy.
And look,
then we'll make our nut.
If we get one wooden child.
One was, I don't know, a magical nose. I'm just pie in the sky in here.
Then we're home free. The last thing we need though is a giant whale to gobble up the pier. All right, that's how is that going to happen? I don't know.
This is Look, we can't. It's too much work to plan in a magical amusement park that punishes children for their sins against God. But what's not a ton of work is the beginning of the show, which is Kame housekeeping, where we get you all ready to forget about what we just said and to focus on the show coming up. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous UN sanctioned, blessed in the eyes of the Lord, 1 minute roundup. Whip sound.
Okay. So, we're starting this town. I figure, gotta have a photo booth.
Yep. Definitely need a photo booth to commemorate the day.
That's right. That's right. Commemorate that day. Commemorate the day we broke ground here, out here, and
Maybe my first crop. I'll get a picture of that.
course, first crop, first children, first horse, first everything gets recorded in the photo booth, in the town photo booth.
I'll have a picture of me kissing my first whiskey. First, we'll take one where we're like being serious.
Of course.
Then I'll take one where I just sneak my arm around the whiskey. The whiskey's like, oh, what's going on here? Third photo, I scooch that whiskey in close. Fourth photo, I know I laughed, but I'm gonna finish it. Fourth photo. Oh, I'm drinking that whiskey. Tongue out, baby.
Carl, whiskey Carl.
Whiskey. Damn it, whiskey Carl.
And
scene.
Something just, it tickles me so very much. A man putting the moves on a whiskey bottle. It's got to be the jug with the 3 X's.
Oh, of course.
And then when he's done, he joins the jug.
He put googly eyes on it, a wig. Hey, you can't spell whiskey without wife. You're like 3/4 of the way there.
Yeah.
Almost.
Well,
Maybe
back in the day, they used to spell wife with an H.
Yeah. Maybe a Danish spelling. I don't know. But look, that was a little improvised Western themed scene that we do at the beginning of the episode to loosen or tighten our improv muscles. I think we're pretty loose. So hopefully that tightens some things up.
As loose as we could get.
But it gets us ready for the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball thus far. That's all of the original Dragon Ball. That's 79 episodes of Dragon Ball Z. It's a lot. And we do this so you don't have to go back and listen to all of our old episodes. You don't have to go back and watch all the Dragon Ball that we watch, because that's an insane task and you shouldn't do it. You can just hop right in. You know who everyone is for the most part. You know what's happened. You know the history. You're ready to go. So Vince, I have to ask, as is our custom, are you ready to round up?
Yes, I am. And I'm about to do that right now. Dragon Ball is about psychic magic. Dragon Balls, you collect them all, you can make a wish. Goku starts out as a little boy, saves the world 3 times, once against the Red Ribbon Army, once against Demon King Piccolo and his son, second and third against the Saiyans, right? In that battle against the Saiyans, he lost a lot of his really close friends. They all went to Otherworld to train with King Kai. To get them back, the crew has to go to Namek, where there are Dragon Balls, and where Dragon Balls are from, so they can wish everybody back to life, and Dragon Balls can come back to Earth. So, Goku's son, his friend Bulma, and his friend Krillin go to Namek. They have a bit of an adventure. They run into the Frieza Force, because Frieza's a really bad dude. He's got really strong bad dudes hanging out with him. So the Ginyu Force, they fight off the Ginyu Force with the begrudging help of Vegeta, a player in this arc in this story who's both bad and good. Goku shows up to fight Captain Ginyu. They switch bodies. Goku's now really, really hurt, trying to get back, and Frieza. Oh,
it's fine. You really dipped into this current saga that we're in.
I tried.
I said, get out of here, original Dragon Ball. We don't need you anymore.
I'm trying to delete that save state, you know?
It's hard. It's hard.
All those slots are full.
I can't delete old saves. What if I need it?
What if I want to go back to minute 4 of hour 1 of the game?
What if I want to start back over and relearn everything?
Yeah.
Relearn all the controls.
Retutorialize everything in The Witcher 3.
I mean, that Griffin fight is good.
It's a good fight.
It's a good fight.
And
you put up a good fight. You put up a good fight on this roundup, and it allows us to move on to the next part of Kame housekeeping, which is where we let you know that we watch 2 different versions of the podcast and of the episode we watch. I watch the English subbed version. Vince watches the English dubbed version. And we do this because it's fun to compare and contrast. It's something we've been doing since the beginning on accident. But just like me, we're going to keep going with it. Accident or no. We're just going to roll with the punches, baby. So, and the first difference is usually the title. So, Vince, will you please give us a title for your episode?
Of course. Episode 80 of Dragon Ball Z. Piccolo, the Super-Namek.
Should it be Super-Namekian? English title?
I think so, but this is what I was given. So let me rephrase in proper jargon in referring to the Namekian people as they should be. Piccolo, the Super-Namekian. Yeah. I mean, that's the English title, which is usually the shortest and most boring form of a title can take. So, Aaron, can you gift us what I'm hoping is the longest title yet?
It's up there, but we'll see. For episode 80 of Dragon Ball Z, the original Japanese title, roughly translated, is The Tide Suddenly Turned. Piccolo, the warrior who came late.
All right, we're getting into what I would say very long run-on sentence category, near one sentence paragraph, but yeah, that makes sense.
The warrior who got stuck in traffic.
The warrior with a bad sense of direction. Piccolo arrives, flustered and annoyed.
The warrior who thought he had time to do a little laundry before leaving the house.
The warrior who left his map quest directions on the counter. All you old heads remember Map Quest.
He had to fly back. He thought Nail had it.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe I'm old enough to say that MapQuest is like it signifies how old I am.
Printing out directions from the internet was not that long ago.
Right.
Can't afford a TomTom. That's a couple hundo.
Yeah, who's got that? Also, like, I don't know if I had all the equipment needed in the car for that.
Yeah, yeah. It's what we're saying is that things are better now.
Oh yeah, things are much better now.
Yeah, I would much rather just.
You can get directions yelled at you from your wristwatch. It's great.
Pick the voice.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to turn left on Dufresne Lane? Or maybe turn right and become a Super Saiyan.
dueling GPS men.
That's what you got nowadays. Morgan Freeman versus Vegeta on your way to Trader Joe's.
One's giving you the most fuel efficient way, but the other one's fastest, but there are tolls.
What's a toll to a Super Saiyan in a Toyota Supra?
You can afford $1.75.
Or are you a coward?
Just don't get like one box of cereal. But let's get into it because there's actually not a lot of Piccolo in this.
No,
these titles are
They,
liars.
These titles lied to me because I was so excited to see Piccolo show up in minute 2 and fight this big ass Frieza, save Gohan, but not quite. What we get is a little bit different cadence of events.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we do get Piccolo pretty much right out of the gate. I mean, it's exactly where we left off. Frieza's foot on Gohan's head. Vegeta unable to do anything. Goku still healing. Krillin presumed dead.
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo. But then we show Piccolo. He's speeding through. And he's starting to remember. He's having fond memories of beating up Gohan.
Yes.
I'm curious what the dialogue was because it was very sweet in mine.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet in mine as well.
All right, here we go. Quote, "Before I realized what had happened, You found your way into my heart and made yourself a place there large enough that I was unable to drive you out.
That's really good.
Aw.
That's really good. I didn't write down word for word this one, but it went a little bit like, and even though I pushed you really hard, like I pushed you so hard, maybe too hard, you never let up and you never quit. And I could tell you truly cared for me. And so I died for you. And I do it again.
But we see that. We don't need to say it.
He says it. He says it. He says, and so I decided to die for you. And I'll do it again.
I followed the example of my savior and died for my friend. I kind of don't like about yours, if that is, because it feels conditional.
Right.
Well, you train hard, and that's why I love
I mean,
you. Let me beat you up.
Yeah, it felt a little bit like they were trying to make sure that Piccolo still was like hardcore. Like he's still
No,
hard.
he's soft. He's soft as hell.
But he's soft as hell. We all know what's inside that cellulose.
Once you
It's
have
just mitochondria and goo.
Well, you can't be stretchy and not soft.
Exactly.
But like, yeah, he had a kid. You mellow out. That's just what happens.
Yeah, they worm their way into your hearts, and then these feelings, these needs that you have to protect them, like me and my cats. I would jump in front of Nappa's blast for Tokyo, Toulouse, and Florence. Hell yeah.
They definitely wouldn't do the same for me.
No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Toulouse would swipe at me, so I jumped in the line of fire.
Get in there. All three of them pushing you in. But then, we think he's speeding through. We cut back to Frieza, about to deliver the killing blow. And you're like, well, this is it. Phew! You see like a blast. You see a blast of white. And you think it's Piccolo. It's Krillin's alive. He's great. And he's throwing out Destructo Disc. He chopped off the tip of Frieza's tail.
It's a nice sequence. And a wonderful way to bring the Destructo Disc back. Or remind you how badass it is.
Well, he throws he throws one that splits up into several.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And again, it's badass. It's strong enough to damage this second form of Frieza, which nobody's really been able to do thus far. So, hey, look, I get gored. I get a piece of that tail. That seems like a fair trade.
After that, Krillin, as he is wont to do, he gets cocky.
Blah, blah, blah.
Gives him the raspberry, slaps his little bum. He does say, quote, "Come paddle my bum."
No, I didn't get that, but I did get, as he was slapping, he's just like, "Come on, Frieza, come and get it. All right."
That tongue was too big. It's like a woman in a red dress walked in the room.
It's like Lickitung put on Saiyan armor.
Ugh. Don't draw that.
No, don't draw that, please. Keep Lickitung out of. Let's remove Lickitung from the Pokemon Pokedex, please.
What's his? Does he have an evolution? I forget.
He might in the new games, but I just knew him as a creep who liked to lick my Pokemon.
I mean, if like a fucking lamp is a Pokemon, they're just throwing stuff out.
Set of keys. That's a Pokemon.
There's why not other body parts? A big nose.
Yeah.
Some
and
ears.
Oh, there's a. What are we talking about? There's just anthropomorphic swords and shields that are Pokemon.
No, it's like everything's a Pokemon.
That's right.
If Lickitungu's gone, where do we draw the line?
Look, that's the
sexy
problem.
Plants.
They won't stop drawing lines, especially on those sexy plants. People coming after that Gardevoir. Creeps.
They drew it.
I don't care about how good of a defense it is. keep that Pokeball on your belt and out of your pocket.
Yeah. 6 inches between you and the Pokeball.
There we go.
Make room for the Holy Ghost, which is also a Pokemon.
I choose you, Holy Ghost.
I feel it. That's it.
Your opponent feels Holy Ghost.
Your opponent wishes to repent for its wicked ways. Jesse
Enemy-
and James.
Go.
Jesse and James quit Team Rocket and start a ministry.
Enemy Pokemon use praise hands.
You just hear, Lord, we lift thy name on high.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of ghosts,
Hit it.
Krillin's no longer one. So he knows he's no
Crack
match.
of the bat.
Even though he's making his little bum like a little freak.
Mhm.
He knows he's got to like run away. He's like, all right, this is just a distraction. I know I can't beat him.
Mhm.
Finds a cliff. The cliff is all busted up with a bunch of little crevasses. And then we have a little Tom and Jerry chase, right?
I wrote that in my notes. I love the cat and mouse chase between Lord Frieza and Krillin, especially the moments where Krillin he's just screaming the whole time and running on air, not flying away. He's
does do
running
little,
away.
Yes, he
Scooby-Doo
does little
style.
air brakes. Yeah.
It was fun, and I love that Frieza even played along.
Yeah, he could have ended it, but he was having a good time,
Mm-hmm.
licking up that fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I
mean,
think,
Frieza smokes Krillin out eventually,
Mhm.
and not the good kind, causing Krillin to flee once more. Frieza then catches up to him upside down for some reason.
He's showing off.
Yeah, he's showing off. And then we have to give Krillin so much credit right now. Dude is basically just back from this creature killing him awfully, and is doing what we wish Vegeta would have done, which was anything to save Gohan.
Vegeta does one thing in this episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
got
not very
one move.
good.
No, it's not not even effective as one Destructo disc. But Krillin again attacks Frieza to escape underwater. We do classic bubble gag. Frieza makes a bunch of fishing puns. I don't know if he had any of those.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I guess less puns, but more like just fishing jokes, I should say.
Okay.
Like, I left my rod and reel at home, and so I'm just going to have to blast the fish out. And like just calling, he's like, oh, I can't wait to taste this fish. Yeah, Frieza wanted to eat Krillin a lot in this episode because of what happened to his tail.
I can't wait to wrap him in tinfoil with some lemon and rosemary and put him on the grill for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, I would eat that. Done. Give me
The
that
Krillin, yeah, give me that Krillin.
Krillin grillin'. That's what we do.
Krillin's a classic whitefish, very flaky flesh.
You batter that bad boy, fry it up. You can do whatever you really want to it.
Yeah, but it is you need gentle heat if you're not frying it because the batter protects the meat.
But Frieza's technique of catching the fish is a little inhumane. It's probably going to damage the meat. Just so you know, listener, don't go fishing with dynamite. Just use a rod and reel.
Yeah, a good Krillin bait is one wigs.
Wigs, sensu beans. You can loop those around. A date if you put a date on a hook.
The fruit.
The fruit. Do not put people on hooks and dip them into the water.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No. Was there a bit in here when he's swimming and like he starts to panic? It's almost like he forgot he had to breathe.
Yes. He swims to the bottom of the Namekian Sea and then it's like, oh, I forgot.
Wait a minute.
Let me grab these bubbles.
Yeah, let me Sonic this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're stressing me out.
All right, I'll stop.
Right? Like that music's frightening in
It is.
Sonic when you're underwater and you get the countdown.
Because you just and they do you dirty because they give you the numbers are in the shape of bubbles. So you're like, oh, I can grab that. Nope. No, I can't.
No.
Yeah. After Krillin emerges from the sea, he uses a classic Krillin technique that we haven't seen on Namek thus far, solar flare. And the blinding light, Aaron, it makes me want to go to commercial.
This is look, if you're listening to this around the time it comes out, then this is the last call. This is it. This is the last time we're talking about it on the podcast. November 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are doing 24 hours of streaming, all for charity, all for Extra Life, all for Children's Miracle Network. Come to twitch.tv/Kame House Party to join, to get in there. As of this recording, I don't think we have the schedule yet, but I can guarantee there's going to be special guests. We're kicking it off with a live episode of the podcast. We're ending it with an episode of the podcast, like maniacs, because we like to compare and contrast. We want to see how we are fresh versus dead to
24
world.
hours in.
I mean,
absolutely off our rockers.
I mean, I have a feeling it'll be like our current state. But come hang, drop in, drop out, come hang out, donate if you can. All of it goes to a wonderful cause. Spread the word if you can't donate. Just come hang out and support us. And let's do some good while subjecting our bodies to sitting.
That's right. And now, back to the show.
Krillin escapes.
He escapes.
Free. With these people being so powerful, I forget if I assume a solar flare at some point does not work. I don't remember when or where.
I think that's the beauty of the solar flare, Aaron. If I may disagree with you there.
Go for it.
I don't think there's ever an enemy that's unaffected unless they don't have eyes. But I can't think of an enemy that doesn't have eyes to see.
You would
I feel like Krillin used solar flare on Majin Buu at some point.
Like I think yeah, it's just a good, people, it's underrated. People need to use it more. It's like video games. I don't use debuffs. I ain't got time for that. I'm just doing I'm just punching.
Yeah, you're just hitting for numbers. You're not trying to get those multipliers going, but there is some benefit to it. And I mean, case in point, I don't think throughout the series, who's used that technique, right?
It's Tien had it first.
Tien had it first,
right?
Krillin popularized it,
yeah,
and then Goku uses it at some point, but none of the other crew.
Cell uses it.
Oh yes,
like a little sneak.
I
mean, no one's got a copyright on it.
No, and it's probably fair use at this point.
Yeah.
Solar flare, Mickey Mouse.
Tien made it Creative Commons. Just credit me, okay, guys?
Yeah, it should be Tien Solar Flare.
There. All right, Krillin's patented solar flare.
Wait, hey, Krillin, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, let's go over here. In private or public? Wait a minute, in private or public?
Private.
Okay, let's walk over here.
Okay. Listen, cue ball.
Whoa, hey.
You're putting your name on my move. I taught you the solar flare. You watched me do that.
You said it was fair use. Also, you didn't hear me, but when I said solar flare, when I said Krillin's patented solar flare _ in parentheses, I said fair use. So it's fine.
You know what? Here, how about this? How about this for fair use? I put the solar flare on the blockchain.
What? Oh no, you made an NFT of solar flare?
That's right.
Wait, hold on, I got a bid on this. Oh, someone beat me to it.
Oh yeah, it looks like Goku 420.
Well, that can't be our Goku. He's not
Can't
that
be.
cool.
No way. Our Goku doesn't know what that number is.
I don't think he can count that high. Master Roshi, not a good teacher.
Hey.
You taught us up to 69, and then you kept laughing and never
I
finished.
still am. Sorry for interrupting your private conversation.
That's fine.
What a creep.
I mean, but Tien, at least you're getting a little money and recognition off the solar flare now.
Fine.
Now
You
that
know
it's on the
what?
blockchain.
Cool.
I'll
Sorry,
just
Krillin.
let's see. Right click. Save as.
Wait.
Oh,
what?
look at that. Look at me. I have a copy of the solar flare.
Wait a minute. That's not what they promised me at Coinbase. They said unique identifier.
Mm-hmm. No, I have it too now.
Oh, my third eye is screaming.
Yeah, it's really bulging now. It's there's a bunch of tears.
Because all I want is to be recognized as part of the Sea Fighter crew.
You want? Wait, give it another saga. Get in there.
Fine. Chaozu, let's go.
Oh yeah, I was here.
Aren't you always?
Yeah, you're right.
High
I don't-
five.
I don't have a life outside of you.
Nor do I have one outside of you.
Oh, that's kind of sweet. Mwah.
And see.
Oh, that was very sweet at the end.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
You know how like bad improv scenes usually end with like a death, like someone like no one knows what to do.
Yeah,
so they
no
just
one
pull out
knows
a
what to do,
gun.
so somebody gets maimed or dies.
Mhm.
More improv scenes that have nowhere to
Yeah.
go. Just end with a nice little,
Yeah, if you don't know how to finish it, just give a smooch.
or give a hug.
Mhm.
I feel like we've actually done that on stage a bunch.
Well, we can't argue as characters.
No. We can't argue ever.
Mhm, mhm.
We're not allowed to.
And we can't argue about the power within Dende and his little deedly bops, his antennae.
Mm-hmm.
We see him healing Gohan. And Vegeta's just mesmerized by it. And the thing, out of all of this, even though Krillin's screaming like, hey, Vegeta, Frieza's distracted, go give him a punch. The thing Vegeta is mad about is he thinks they withheld this info from him. Like, why didn't you tell me this little Namekian could heal people? What else are you hiding?
Oh, and I guess he probably doesn't have any soda to drink, does he?
Oh, I guess you're all out of peanuts, huh? I see your little salty, grubby hands.
And I guess Dende didn't have enough chips to share with the rest of the Z Fighters.
I hear the crunching. You think you're doing it when Frieza, like during a loud explosion, but I hear it.
But yeah, Vegeta's just petulantly. Why didn't you tell me about this? Krillin's just, if I had known, he would have healed Goku. Like, of course, of course.
Also, Dende, why didn't you heal Goku?
Yeah, Dende, why didn't you?
Wait,
heal
was
Goku?
he?
He
No,
was
he
there.
was not. He
wasn't?
No, he was not there yet.
Okay.
And the priority was the Dragon Ball. So
Good catch.
I get it.
All right.
We can't be mad at Dende.
Can't be mad at that tiny little green
Oh.
bean.
He's healing people. He's healing people.
Mhm.
Aw, he is a little green bean.
Yeah.
He's a little plant guy. Oh,
I mean,
French cut.
hey, yes. We're stop the podcast. A French cut green bean reference. That's my guy.
No, how else do you look? It's when this comes out, it will be November. We're approaching the season of green bean casserole.
Yeah.
My favorite Thanksgiving side dish. And
Okay.
you got to use French cut, baby.
I mean, I grew up eating French cut green beans just as that's the side that I'm
really?
having with my dinner. So
Mhm.
that's where I get it from.
Okay.
You can keep your casserole, no offense, but I'm just look, my wife not a fan of French style green beans. We can't have them in the house. She won't eat them.
Not even. And I mean, look, we know when you're coupled up, no one's getting French.
Yeah, nobody's getting French stuff.
No one's getting French cut green beans.
Nobody's doing that.
That's a young man's
bachelor
game.
life.
You're wild and free, just eating whatever cut bean you can get your hands on.
that's how I out the young people at my office. I'm just like, hey, how do you like your green beans? French cut. Oh, you 20 something.
Oh, you're sick.
You're sick. What are you, just out of grad school? What do you have, a bachelor's degree? And 2 years of experience? French cut my ass.
What are you sharing an apartment with 4 other people? Just everyone sloppy with those French cut green beans.
Cold out of the can like a bunch of animals.
You gotta mix in some cream and mushroom soup in there. Put some little fried onions on top.
Look at you.
Bake it for 30 minutes at 350.
Hey, you gonna TM that bad boy?
Take off the tin foil so you can get a little crunch at the top.
I hope everybody out there is taking notes.
It's well, you do have to add a little milk too.
Just a little.
Just a little.
It
but,
just
not
thickens
too
everything
much.
up. Not
I know
too much.
some people put cheese in it. I'm a bit of a purist, not down with it. I've seen some people I've seen some insane green bean casseroles around these parts. Whole beans.
Whole beans.
I get it. You're trying to say. You're trying to do I got fresh green beans for this. This is not the time for that.
No.
You need water as hell, a ton of salt in a fucking can.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because if you're gonna do a green bean casserole, like if you're gonna do it right with whole green beans, you have to soak them, you have to salt, you have to do the stuff before you prep it.
Better French cut those bad boys.
Look, I'm telling you. I'm also telling you that we have to point out another little bean. This one wears a bowl cut. Who after getting revived a little bit, flexes that new power. Whew, looks cool. Bowl cut, still looking good. And Vegeta is like, yes, he is a true Saiyan. You know, because he's got that multiplier. After you get knocked down, you get back up again.
You get that Zenkai boost.
The Zenkai boost, and he's filled with that Saiyan rage. I love it.
Oh yeah, this might be the maddest we've seen Gohan. Because I think Vegeta's like, all right, boys, we might have a chance. Let's try it out. Let's just shoot him a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So they shoot a bunch of energy beams at Frieza, and the animation is dumb.
It's bad. It's bad.
If you're not watching the video, maybe you should for this, because Vegeta's doing he's got his hands together, and he's just like pushing them forward. I'm sorry, everyone who had to watch that, but we had to watch Vegeta do it.
Yeah, and
so it's
it
only
didn't
fair.
Feel right.
It's I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, all their animation's a little funky, but Vegeta stands out the most. I mean, Krillin and Gohan are just doing the volley, so it's just like ha 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 ha.
They're just jazz handing.
Yeah.
And then I don't, and I think his little bum was like pushing back and forth too. I did not like it.
Vegeta out here twerking.
Thought shit.
Hands on my knees, up and down on my thought shit. Kakarot.
Get my new Popeye's chicken sandwich and some thought sauce, right?
Wait, is it really? I know Megan D has a Popeyes menu item.
She does.
And is it called thought sauce?
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened sooner.
I hope thought sauce makes it into the new Sex and the City, so Kim Cattrall could be like, I want my Popeyes with thought sauce, like me.
They just call their drinks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Carrie's doing one of those voiceover article things.
Mm-hmm. And there I was, arm deep in thought sauce, spicy chicken all over my Vera Wang dress, and I didn't care in the slightest because the simple things are the best things. Thank you, New York Times, or whatever. Where does she write?
That'll be 100K for one article, please. Because this is this is early post 9/11. Ooh. Oh yeah, those energy blasts don't work.
Of course not.
But then, Gohan, like I said, super pissed. He's like, we can't give up. We have to try, even if we won't make it. And he runs after. He's about to go into danger. But guess who steps out in front again to save the little guy, like Gandalf the White? Piccolo. He is here. He is back. The most badass intro. When he lands, he's like, his line is, "Sorry to keep you waiting." Yeah. Ooh, classic.
Oh, it's good. Like this is like peak. This might be peak Piccolo. This is like one of the coolest moments Piccolo has in the series, because he just shows up and looks at Frieza like, Frieza's nothing.
I'm pretty sure it's been like 40 episodes since he's been like alive and like really in a fight. It's been a long time.
Yeah, some might say it's been a while.
We might have. I don't think we've seen Piccolo in a fight, in like an actual fight, all this year. I don't think.
Do you count the training on King Kai's planet?
No, I said real fight.
Oh, right. Yeah, because he was fighting Yamcha. I forgot.
Yeah. Anytime Yamcha's in a fight, there's an asterisk. It's exhibition only. It's the first match on the card.
Vegeta complaining. So you mean when I was on Earth and I killed all of them, I didn't get any points for that? Because Yamcha was involved? Kamish, come on.
Vegeta, sorry. That's just, look, that was in the books since old school Dragon, since the first Tenkaichi tournaments. Anything, if Yamcha's in a match, it's just not doing it. Dog president's orders.
How dare you and that mutt president of yours?
Whoa, he's a third.
I'll see you in the court of popular appeals.
First of all, I just have to say, he is a thoroughbred. I get it. But he's a dog of the people. His wife is mixed breed. It's cool.
and scene. Oh, hell yeah.
You know he did it for the optics.
Oh, you know he had to. There was no way. Look, when the media got a hold of that story, there was only one course of action, and Dog President took it. I'm not going to fault him for it. He got us through King Piccolo.
Yeah, he did. And that was quick.
Yeah.
He knew he had to get little Goku. They wanted to drop the nukes.
Come on, just let me do it. I've got the button right here. I'll go down with it, goddammit. Everybody's like, geez, Dog President, calm down.
We made the button red. That was a mistake, maybe. I don't know if you can tell the difference between the nuke and no nukes button.
Right next to the gray no nukes button is the gray nukes button.
I know.
I would never mess that up.
Some general's putting peanut butter on the nuke button. General. Come on. What? We were all thinking it.
You all thought about it.
I have the guts to do it.
That's why I'm the general. You're all just peons.
I'm trying to save you some time. With me and Shaq.
Yeah, I helped him put that button. Ain't nothing butter than peanut butter.
Ooh.
Oh man.
What a. But Piccolo's back. That's what matters. Him and Vegeta kind of have a tough guy off.
Yep.
when I'm done here, I'm gonna finish the job. You're next. You shorty.
Vegeta is all like, "Oh, I remember you. You're the weakling we killed on Earth."
That's right. Oh, that's right. I forgot the line. I mean, it's very similar to yours. He just says, "Well, if it isn't the guy we slaughtered back on Earth."
And like, I just love how Vegeta has done like a complete 180 in 5 minutes after watching an Earthling outmaneuver Frieza, a child beat Frieza up a little bit, and he could do nothing about it. Like I remember a quote from him earlier on in the episode being like, "Why can't I move? I've seen things 10 times worse than this and never even blinked." I'm like, bro, because you're getting attached.
Mm-hmm.
That's your nephew. That's your cousin right there.
Yeah. That's your look, you're going on vacations with Krillin.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to it, but I feel there had to have been a Bulma, Vegeta, a Krillin, and an 18.
Mm-hmm.
They attempted a long weekend at least.
Yeah.
Well, they were gonna because they would have invited Goku and Chi-Chi.
But
he's busy. He doesn't know what vacation is.
yeah. And he's probably like training somewhere, and Chi-Chi's making sure that Gohan reads. So like at the time, both Chi-Chi and Krillin and 18 and Vegeta, they were childless, so they could do whatever they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And like, of course, Vegeta's mad because Bulma's like, "Oh no, just come to the lake house with me and Vegeta. We're going next weekend. It'll be fun."
What are you doing, woman?
No, it's fine, Vegeta. It's fine. We never do anything with anybody else.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Well, Krillin's one of our best friends, and he's got a new girlfriend. He's our. You were on Namek too.
Haven't you canonically been?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I brought up Namek. I brought it up.
Need you to bring up.
Remember when you tried to kill me on Namek?
Do you remember that? You kind of liked it.
You're right. I did.
I'm gonna kill you again if you keep inviting people.
I can't. Kill me at the lake house with our friends, Krillin and 18.
Why is Oolong always there?
Oh, me?
Yes, you're right behind me right now.
I'm here to carry the bags.
Do you get paid for this?
No. This is how I repent for my evil deeds.
I get the privilege of sleeping outside in a bush.
I don't ever shapeshift into anything I shouldn't.
I definitely don't get sexual pleasure from this. Wait a minute.
I've never disguised myself as Saiyan armor to get closer to Bulma.
My googly-eyed armor. I love that armor. It's so warm and soft. Like rich leather. You're saying that's you? The armor that sticks its tongue out sometimes?
Boom.
Oh, good. I'm glad that wasn't a boner sound. That was just you transforming.
Into a boner.
God damn it.
And
see, we're so tired.
We're so giggly. It's so tired.
We have for longtime listeners, they know that if we record at night, those After Dark boys will come out. You're not going to hear them now because it's the middle of the day.
Yeah, and they might be destroyed by the sunlight.
Yeah, vampire rules.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we have tired. There's no tired. Them. There's no them.
Them
stayed out too late boys.
Them sleepy boys.
It's not sleepy.
No, it's the. It's like that. We've all been there. You're running on a few 2 hours of sleep, and everything's good. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's no problems. But let's just say it. I'm about 75%.
Yeah. There's a lack of focus.
Mm-hmm.
I think is what it is.
But we can also get away with it because the episode that we watch ends with about 3.5 minutes of a low Piccolo theme and stare down.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's how this episode ends.
Goku just wondering. He doesn't know what's going on because
Oh,
first
yeah.
Gohan's key is down, then it's up. He's like, that can't be Piccolo. That key's too big. But
Yeah.
it is?
I wanted to say Goku like power shaming his friend Piccolo. That can't be Piccolo. His power's too strong. But he proves. I hope he proves him wrong in the next episode.
I hope so too. And also, I did like the little side note of like Piccolo comes down. He's like, "Hey, Dende, you gotta hide. You're gonna, shit's gonna get crazy. you gotta duck out."
And then he tosses Dende his jersey.
Well, it says nail on the back.
Yeah, it says nail on the back. Dende's like, "How did Piccolo know my name?"
Which is, yeah, I think that's like, because we don't get all the mechanics of Namekian fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna like, oh, I know everything. I'm up to speed.
Yeah, which is cool. Which is very cool.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Piccolo versus Frieza. Next time, maybe.
Yeah, and at the time that you're listening to this, upcoming is going to be Vincent Aaron versus 24 Hours.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So get ready for that because we got Extra Life coming up November 5th, 8 p.m. It's for a great cause. Go to Extra Life, search for Kame House Party. You can donate. You can sign up to be in the raffle to win some really fun prizes. And stay tuned. If not already, the schedule should be up. Maybe by the time this comes out.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Keep an eye out on our socials for that. I mean, really, that's like, look, that's the biggest thing. Please. Yeah. Last year was a lot of fun. This year's going to be twice the fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mathematically, it has to be
twice the fun. We're trying to get twice the donations.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 300% more prizes given away. Maybe 400% if I can get this thing together. So yeah, it's going to be a great time. We have special guests lined up, really fun games, some entertaining non-game stuff. It's good.
It's good now.
It's good now. And now is when we do our little sign off. So no matter if you are staring down the barrel of a Frieza or you're just lucky you got a Piccolo jersey at the game, you gotta keep fighting.